Hello everybody, this is Vinceroll here, and I am back with Radical Dreamers Part 16. Wow. This is all I gotta say is I did not expect it to be this long, but let's just keep on going. We're grinding on through. Let's go. Shut up, you. After heading down the dark, dingy passageway for a while, eventually I start to smell the pungent odor of dead fish. We return to the atrium. Ahead of us we see another archway, which will take us back to the upward staircase. And eventually leaks us in Riddell's quarters. Let's continue on through the room. Ballroom was back toward the third candlestick, by the way. Third candlestick. Come to the branch after ways to our right, then 322, 322. Shit. We want to head down the passageway. Proceed through the dark passageway. Before long, we're greeted with a beautifully ornate set of doors on the right. If this is Riddell's room, then we're going the wrong way. Yep. Nope. Actually, no. Let's go to the end, because I don't remember. After a little while, the dark passageway ends at a polished, robust. It ends at the. So this is Lynx's room. So we just want to go back. Nope. We're turning back. Heading back, we travel through the passageway, eager to shake this feeling of dread. After walking a ways, we come to a beautifully decorated set of doors on the left. That we're going to completely ignore. Yep, just keep on walking. Keep on walking. Continuing through the passageway, eventually we come to a branch. We see an upward staircase on the left, as well as a stone archway directly ahead. Alright, we're going to take the stairs this time. I follow Kid up the narrow set of stairs, hoping not to lose my balance. We've ascended the staircase. In front of us, path extends in three directions. To the left lies a dark corridor, and the right path leads to the terrace. This path also continue ahead. Ballroom? What's the ballroom? Yeah, we're going to the ballroom. We continue through the passageway. After a while, we arrive at a beautifully decorated set of double doors. This is the ballroom. We enter. Alright, candlesticks. A countless number of candlesticks spectacularly illuminate this huge room. An old-fashioned grandfather clock stands on the right, ticking away with a morbid stillness. I step into the center of the hall, looking upward at the old canvases shimmering in the low light. Blah. Okay, third one on the left, Kid says quietly. 1, 2, 3, here we go. As Clint slowly pushes against the candlestick, it starts to move slowly. What's going on? I stammer. Trying to brace myself. This entire room is slowly sinking to the ground, Nigel says. The ballroom is sinking? All of it? Okay. Suddenly the room starts to fall much faster. Chills right down my spine as I look around, seeing the painting smack against the wall and the candlesticks dropping to the floor. As I start to get used to the sinking sensation, my heart fills with a violent mixture of anxiety, expectation, and hope. What awaits us at the bottom? The frozen flame? Could it really be down here? Is this our adventure's end? What if we actually take it into our hands? Kid? Nigel? I wonder what they're feeling right now. As the room continues to sink underground like an elevator to hell, I start to hear kids speak in a soft, meek voice. Now, I just want to pause right here for a second, because, we're reading this out of a book. This is my grandfather. And he's speaking as if, he's writing this down, like, as he's going along, so I don't know. I guess, story progression, we don't really know, and, we're learning it as he's learning it, rather than, him writing everything down after his adventure. Because, honestly, he's still writing in the book after he says, and then I died. Because we've already died like 4 or 5 times. Anyway, back to the game. I still love this theme. I'm gonna wait to see who says this. Sometimes I do struggle to win even when I know I'm already lost, just like that lady said. What do I do that? Looking over at her, I realize this isn't the kid I usually see. Their faint, shy smile can be seen across her face. Suddenly I feel something so powerful go through me, it feels like a wave of fire surging through my heart. Don't worry, we can't lose, there's no doubt. Whatever, Kit says beneath her breath, smiling faintly. Sayings like those never made much sense to me. There's never a case where there ain't doubt, not a single one. But thanks, mate. She looks toward me with a meek smile. Looking at her, I realize there can never be another girl like her in the entire world, ever. The shy laugh she sported a moment ago has reverted into a sort of mysterious gaze. As I stare at her, she asks me, "Hey, what's up with all of you all of... What? Hey, what's up with you all of a sudden?" "Nothing. You just look a different person there for a second." "Really?" she says in astonishment, tilting her head. "It's probably because of the frozen flame. We're getting close. God damn it, Magil, I'm sorry." "That's probably because of the frozen flame. We're getting close," Magil says. His low, rumbling voice causes the shadows of the room to tremble. "What do you mean?" Kid asks with a wrinkled brow. "Look inside of yourself and you will find the answer, kid. The struggle for your catharsis? Catharsis is upon you." I feel like I need to get a dictionary now. What in the world are you talking about? Suddenly a metallic grinding sound can be heard from all around us. The room comes to a stop, swaying a bit. Guess this is our stop, Kid says with a hollow laugh. I stand motionless, staring at Kid and imagining the dim, flickering luminescence. I don't know this one. Suddenly the organ comes to life. Looking back toward the monstrous thing, no one is even near it. Nevertheless, it continues to play its strange, twisted tune, the keys and pedals moving wildly on their own. Sounds like a funeral march. Just kidding. Fucking hell. I hate that I don't know who says these things. Bad joke, Kid. "Alright, let's do this," Kid says, taking a deep breath as she heads for the door. I glance at Magil, nodding my head as we follow her out. It's a funeral march, alright. It's Lynx's, that is. That one has to be me. We start down the long, dark path in front of us. The air down here carries a thick stench of death. Somewhere further down the passageway, Lynx's subterranean hideout awaits. Kid's got a strange look on her face. I can't imagine what she must be going through in her head. Can't imagine what must be going through her head right now. Magil, on the other hand, I can never read him, but still, we usually talk a little, lightening things up, but right now, nobody's making a sound. I try to offer some conversation, hoping to avoid the increasing tension. "So, what really is this frozen flame thing?" No response. Just as I start to think no one is going to answer, Magil starts to speak, his low voice echoing throughout the stone corridor. "It was said to be a gem which soothes all scars, granting eternal life to its owner. Or so people believed. The frozen flame is more than just an object. It's not of this world. It descended from the heavens long ago, part of a huge meteorite. Once there lived a people who sought to harness its power, hoping to tap into their yet unknown potential, and so it became a treasure of great importance and dreams. However, whether a gift which bestowed power is actually a blessing or a curse is another question altogether. Since the birth of humanity, at least one entire race has fallen because of it. These people once built a great, thriving metropolis with its power, but now all knowledge of this era has been completely lost within the sands of time." A faint feeling of distress comes across Magil's voice throughout his speech. "But then how do you know all of this?" I ask. Again, no answer. Keeping silent, I continue walking. Our footsteps once again become the only sound filling this dark path. "Well, whether any of this is true or not, it will all lead us to the same place. Say your prayers, Lynx, we're coming for you. That's all I know, and that's plenty. God, I can't ever get her a single voice. She's just bouncing ever around. Just can't do kid justice at all. But then again, I can't do really female voices. Can't do a Cockney accent either. Just can't stay with the same one. That's what I'm trying to do. The frozen flame, what in the world could Lynx see in that mysterious rock? Flooded with thoughts, I pause for a moment to take a deep breath and calm myself. Continuing on a moment later, I feel as though I'm a bit more at peace. Suddenly, Magil comes to a stop. Do not move. Huh? Kid and I look around suspiciously. Around us, bones are scattered in all directions. Many of them have been cut cleanly in half. Looking around more amidst the dim light, I start to see the walls have been splattered with blood. Then suddenly a trace of light catches my eyes from behind. There's a bolt of electricity approaching us, sparkling. So yeah, I did say it. Sparkling like a lit fuse on the ground. I'm going to save state. Have a bad feeling about this. Coming within a few feet of us, the spark splits off into two, forming a circle around us. Once the circle is complete, an odd glow starts to shine at our feet. Then, from where the spark had traced, light shoots upward, forming a wall of light around us. It's a devil's circle. We try to move, but we find ourselves caught within the rays of light. This is where 322 comes in mind. Oh, that's actually kind of a cool picture. With the scalding noisy winds whirling all around us, all I see are rays of shimmering light in every direction I look. Well, what do I do? I can't see anything in all this light. Magil grabs me by the shoulder and returns me to the center of the circle. Thankfully, he seems to be able to see just fine. His mask is probably shielding his eyes from the radiance. There is always a way out of the devil's circle. You must find the gaps to walk through. If you say so. Suddenly, Cliff's elbow grazes one of the walls. Sparks scatter in all directions. She instantly snaps her arm back, wincing in pain. Unable to see any gaps whatsoever, I hesitate to start to make my way toward the blinding wall of light. See? Yep, 322. And it is... Take 3 steps to the right. Come on, to the right a little. There. Come on now. From where we stand, a small gap in the wall could be seen all of a sudden. Holding my breath, I leap into it with my arm shielding my face. Alright, we made it through. However, I opened my eyes only to see even more of these glimmering walls swirling before us. This was 2 left. Unable to see any gaps whatsoever, I hesitate to start to make my way toward the blinding wall of light. Take 2 steps to the left. We've got to go to the left a little. There. Come on now. From where we stand, a small gap in the wall can be seen all of a sudden. Holding my breath, I leap into it with my arm shielding my face. Which, by the way, I'm actually kind of glad that Surge didn't end up looking like this in Chrono Cross. But, you know, it goes back to where they like doing the blonde hair. I don't know, with the blonde hair, the blue skull cap thingy thing, it's not even a skull cap, it's like a hood. But I actually liked it, like the pants and the gloves and that whole spiel. Anyway. Alright, we made it through. However, opened my eyes only to see even more of these glimmering walls swirling before us. Unable to see any gaps whatsoever, I hesitate to start to make my way toward the blinding wall of light. 2 steps to the right. To the right slowly. There. Come on now. From where we stand, a small gap in the wall can be seen all of a sudden. Holding my breath, I leap into it with my arm shielding my face. That's what I get for remembering things. God, it would have been bad if I wouldn't have remembered that, though. And it was only like yesterday or the day before, whenever I last recorded. And, oh, God, it was actually 3 or 4 days ago. God, I get really bad at that. But we're trying to get these through, and I want to get this done. I really do, because this has just been a really good game so far. I'm just surprised. I scurry away from the blood-curdling things as fast as I can. Looking back, I see it vanish in a puff of smoke, just as quickly as it arrived. The wind instantly dies down as well, and all the dust and grime that was blowing around falls back to the floor in a flash. Everything has returned to the quiet stillness. Too quiet. And so, heading down the hallway further and further, eventually... Dun-dun-dun! At last... Kit steps toward the mighty set of doors, letting out a sigh of relief. And actually, we are at the end of this program. Da-da-da! Alright, thank you everybody for watching. We're getting into that time. Alright, and stay tuned for our next episode, which is Radical Dreamers Part 17. Wow. Where we're going to go through that door, and we're going to see if it's actually going to be the end of the game or not. Alright, stop recording. Still not voice activated.